Hello, I'm Super Orange Hat, and here I am today talking about Toonami's ratings from this past Saturday. This past Saturday, April 13th, 2024. Without further ado, let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have Ninja Kamui at a .07. Then we have Zom 100 at a .06. Then we have the finale of Lycoris Recoil at a .07. After that, you got One Piece at a .06, and Naruto Shippuden finishes off the quote-unquote new shows of the night at a .05. So, ultimately, pretty interesting week to unpack here. The most notable event of this past week was the finale, Lycoris Recoil, and the fact that it built on the show in front of it is usually a pretty good sign. Usually. Until you look at Lycoris Recoil's number, that .07, that's kind of been around where it's been the whole time. So it's not like it got a ratings boost from it being the finale of Lycoris Recoil. But if anything, you have to look at the show in front of it in Zom 100, which critically underperformed at a .06 this week. And again, this is probably now the second straight announced show on Toonami that on paper seemed like a home run and theoretically should have been a home run, but has underperformed in the ratings, with the previous one, of course, being Lycoris Recoil. So you have that underperforming, and like I said, Zom 100 is a show that I don't think necessarily had that much of a demand for, but at the same time, it was a show that people really seem to enjoy the announcement, and the people who have watched it do seem to enjoy it. So maybe I'm a little surprised that it's not doing too well. And then again, you have to look at Ninja Kamui start out the block with its lowest rating yet. Again, kind of a weird yo-yo show in the ratings. The previous week, Ninja Kamui had a series high rating. Now it's had a series low rating. And I believe there's two, maybe three more episodes left this season. And talking about shows running out, you might be wondering, well, what is Lycoris Recoil going to be replaced with? As far as me, at the time of me making this recording, nothing yet. In fact, the schedule for next week is out, and we're doubling up on One Piece. And I don't think the schedule is going to last too long. Typically, when we double up on shows, that's a temporary fix. I fully expect within the next week or two, we get some type of announcement like Lycoris Recoil's replacement. And again, we're coming towards the end with like a couple weeks left in that. So pretty soon, we're going to have an announcement for what's replacing Ninja Kamui as well. So that'll be interesting to see. And maybe technically two slots open up because technically the last slot of Toonami is the sub of Ninja Kamui. I actually expect that the 2:30 a.m. slot would probably be taken by a repeat airing of Ninja Kamui, the English, the dub of it. So that will probably fix one of the three slots we have to account for. But again, what are we going to have to replace Lycoris Recoil? And really, all bets are off. Used to be, oh, just look at what new anime is coming out. Well, we're not getting the new anime anymore. And we're not really getting retro anime. We're getting a year to 2 year old anime, which kind of opens up the window a lot. We have to see what we have, what Toonami has a working relationship with, which is a pretty slim category of companies. Honestly, it's really just Aniplex and whatever, sometimes Viz and whatever comes out, but it's kind of a scant list always for Toonami. And I'm not expecting a home run pick, but the last couple show announcements I've been impressed with, so I'm expecting a decent title. And I can't even guess what that title is. I guess as a meme, I'm gonna keep guessing Tiger and Bunny because I'm kind of surprised that hasn't aired on Toonami. It's old. It's like a decade old at this point, probably. But eventually, like if I guess it enough, I'm gonna be right, right? But I digress. Look, Toonami kind of a shaky night, actually a pretty bad night because Ninja Kamui had a bad night, and because of that, Zom 100 and Lycoris Recoil. And sucks because the Lycoris Recoil finale couldn't get really that good of a rating. And I can go into this whole thing about my opinion about Lycoris Recoil, my honestly controversial opinion about the concept of a sequel. It was announced sometime last year that some type of sequel project is underway or has been greenlit about Lycoris Recoil. It's not announced if it's like a second season or if it's gonna be like a movie, but I mean, at this point, since it's over, I can actually say some brief, borderline spoiler things about it. I mean, hasn't Chisato gone through enough? I mean, that's kind of a stupid reason to be like, oh, there shouldn't be more because this character suffered too much. But, like, look, if there's one character in the world I would absolutely hate to see more bad stuff happen to, who's still alive in canon, it's going to be Chisato. you know? That's why part of the reason why I end up loving Lycoris Recoil, because you watch it for the action, and you might watch it because it's like a slice of life anime at points. But at the end of the day, you just come to really love characters, especially Chisato and Tina. And at the end of the day, that's why I said that was one of the best anime of 2022. I still stand by that, even though it did pretty poorly on Toonami. But again, it's kind of like Fena Pirate Princess. There really shouldn't have been a sequel to Fena Pirate Princess. And David's, as messed up as it sounds, David Zaslav writing up for Taxes probably saved Jason DeMarco from making a hilariously stupid mistake with Fena Pirate Princess. But again, I'm digressing again. Again, disappointing night in the ratings. What do you guys think? What shows do you think should Toonami pick up soon? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.